also do the materials for the spaceship, so I think we can add the spacesuit one for this one, but also we need glass for the front panel here, so glass and then some dark material. I think we can use the spacesuit one, but maybe a little bit darker, duplicate it. Then just make it a little bit darker. Of course, we go and select the polygons so we can actually assign the polygons that we want the material. So this one would be the glass one. This one would be Control Plus on the numpad. That's spaceship secondary. The engine we can also do it for the spaceships. Also, you can make the bigger, help with the composition a little bit, rotate it like so. I think this is looking good. Test render. Nice. Okay, maybe I'm gonna change some stuff with the face again. First of all, the eye, maybe you can just make this a little bit bigger. This one. Two. Maybe the eyebrow here is not the best, so maybe I'll just select. We can press the C to select a little bit of the bigger areas. His eyebrows is more clear. Okay, this is good. And one other thing that I like to do before adding the lighting, I like to, sometimes when I'm doing something floating like this, I like to add a shape in the back so it would look like it's holding the whole illustration together, or like the items together. So maybe desaturate this a little bit. For example, I'll add a plane, rotate it on the x-axis by 90 degrees, and then I can go to edit mode, trust me, this one, just select one of the edges down there, and then scale it, extrude, and then make it smaller. Maybe move this edge a little bit. Just subdivide this. Maybe also move this one. And then move it to the back. This is of course too sharp, so we can add a modifier, so something like this. And maybe we can add one circular shape here. This is good. You just need to make it a little bit transparent. So blob material, also blob object. And then you can see what's the alpha here. Maybe we can make it 0.1. So it's kind of there, but not really. It's transparent, but it pulls the illustration together kind of. This one I wanted to make it a little bit more yellowish. Okay, let's do a test render now. Okay, this is looking better and better. And maybe I'll tweak just the color here. Something like this. And then this one a little bit saturated maybe. And now, since we finished the materials, let's remove the sunlight that we have. And as you can see, we only have like the materials that's emitting light. And again, the world, how we have this world tab and our 3D scene, it's still not super dark. So if we go to the world tab here with the globe, and then we click on it, and then we go to make it super black, you'll see the items that's emitting light. I don't want to go full black, so we can just go a little bit brighter, not too much, and then make it a little bit bluish. You're free to do whatever that you think is best for the scene. And then let's start adding light objects. Let's add an area light in the beginning. So yeah, let's add this area light here. Maybe make it quite as strong. Let's check where it's placed. I can move it a little bit to the back. Then let's check. I think this looks good. One other thing, now since I've seen how the area light works, it's good. I'm gonna hide it and then add another sunlight. I'm just gonna want it to really light the illustration because this is gonna be our main light object. I think maybe something like this, but the angle is too sharp, so maybe 30. So we have soft shadows, and you can see we have really dark shadows. I'm gonna fix that really quick, but not right now. I just want to add the other light elements. So we have it one. This looks good. The third light object. I think we're just gonna add another sunlight, but we're just gonna keep it for the rim light. So it just shows the silhouette of the objects like that. Nothing crazy. Of course, you can make it with a certain color, but it's fine. We can just do it like that. Of course, not super sharp like that, maybe 20. And if we unhide all the light objects, of course, we have the sketch, so we can delete that one. Okay, this is looking good. I can see like the dark shadows here. That's because of the world that we have. World tab, it's a little bit dark. Maybe we can increase it. I mean, actually, the purple, maybe we can take it down a notch. And you see with the area light, it's nice, but if you focus on glass, it looks squarish. So maybe we can, instead of having the square, maybe we can have this, which would be better. Then let's try a test render real quick. This looks good. Of course, if you don't want to have the shadow from the monkey, we can zoom in and maybe pull the plane in the back a little bit further, so it would be, or actually even not the plane, maybe we can just remove the lights again, just hide them, and then eliminate the shadow by changing directional light, so we don't have shadow basically. Also, if you want, I don't really prefer adding too many light sources, but if you want to have cool effect in the back, maybe you can duplicate the area light here and just have it in the back, so we have this sort of a spotlight. It works. Sometimes I do it, sometimes not, depends on the scene, but I mean, it looks okay, so maybe you can keep it. Of course, last thing, you can add some depth to your illustration, so maybe you can just move some stuff to the back instead of just having them in one layer. Maybe there's some stars in the back, some stars in the front. This whole thing, spaceship, we can move it to the back, and then also the cable end of it. This, that you have some depth of the illustration. And if you really want to add more depth to it, maybe we can, again, just add an object here. We add an empty object, so plain access in the empty panel. Then you can move this to the monkey face, for example. This is the empty we have. We can rename it to focus. Then if we select with the frame that we have here, that's the camera. If you click on it or click on the camera object, you can see the camera settings in the camera tab here. Of course, you can zoom in and zoom out, but the main thing that I want to tweak is depth of field. You can check this box and then make the focus object the one we named focus, and then let's check how it looks. Not too bad. If we change the f-stop to 1, maybe we'll have more stuff blurred in the back. If we want, we can make it really look blurry in the back if we want to just move some stuff way back or not. I think this one should be a little bit to the front, it's fine. So we have different stuff in different places. And then see, maybe a little bit less as well. And of course, like the camera settings, it depends on the focal length and stuff. This is too much, but it's fine. And one other thing, this is like the perspective camera. What I usually use for my renders is the orthographic one because it looks more uniform when it comes to certain scenes. Of course, feel free to use the one that you feel fits the scene more. I think, to me, I like the orthographic one. You can check online what are the differences, but of course you can try it yourself and you'll know what works better for your scene. So yeah, now that we have everything and we have the depth of field, we can just check the test render. Everything looks good. Perfect. Looks good to me.
With this done, let's do the final render in the next lesson.